looking to move his game elsewhere, the LeBron James free agency world tour appears to be just getting started. His agent, Rich Paul, telling ESPN that he has now spoken to 27 teams about James, and that, quote, every day, things change. Senior NBA writer Vincent Goodwill joins us now. And Vince, Rich Paul also said on a recent podcast that LeBron would have signed with the Knicks if they hadn't won the title. When you hear that statement, what comes to mind?
I would like to know what my cousin Amina thinks about that Knicks statement.
I just knew you were going to say that,
Vinny. Cousin Amina, what we got to say?
To know
my ears perked up just a little bit. I was like, you know what? I'll take the title, though, Vinny. I'm not mad at it.
I would love to know what the Knicks representative thinks about this statement, because it looks like Rich and LeBron just teasing the Knicks. Because he's had multiple times to go there. He's had multiple times to be the Knicks savior. And honestly, even if he got to the Knicks, it would almost be like a low-hanging win situation. The Knicks team was sort of built off of togetherness and the Nova guys and everything else. Then LeBron comes in there and changes everything. It just sounds like a really, really big tease. When you have every team in the league almost buying for your services, it does present this, guys. It lets you know that Rich and LeBron are considering every single possibility.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like that situation is definitely low-hanging fruit, but also that LeBron, if that was to happen, just would have maybe messed up the chemistry of that Knicks team. Now, the Knicks
got your title.
Look, I'm not mad at it. Look, the Knicks, meanwhile, did make a move yesterday, agreeing to a deal with free agent center Andre Drummond to replace Mitch Robinson, who signed with the Celtics. So, Vinny, what does the addition of Drummond do for the defending champions?
Well, if you look at Mitchell Robinson and Andre Drummond, they kind of profile physically the same way, and even their skill sets were very good offensive rebounders. Actually, Andre Drummond is one of the best rebounders in NBA history historically. He's just not at that stage of his career where in his younger days, 4 to 5 years, he led the league in rebounding. 5 straight years, he led the league in offensive rebounding when he was a member of the Pistons. He's a little more of a dynamic offensive player, but he's not as massive of a defensive presence as Mitchell Robinson was. That's why you see the gulf in the contract that Mitchell signed with the Celtics, around $15 million a year, to the $3.5 million a year that Andre Drummond signed. But it also shows that the Knicks are serious about not getting into that second apron, that punitive luxury tax situation. They're right around $6 million. So maybe they can fit LeBron in if they want to.
Come on now.
Knicks
Come
fans
on now.
like, come on, get it done some way, somehow. But Vince, before you go and let you...
According to Paul, the Sixers, Heat, Wolves, Nuggets, and Cavs are the primary options, with the Warriors, Mavs, Celtics, Spurs, and Knicks also in the mix. Love that whiteboard. We are joined now by senior writer David Dennis Jr. from Work. Okay, so David, there's a lot to unpack from that whiteboard. Walk us through your biggest takeaways for a few of the teams referenced, starting with the 76ers.
Okay, Christine, you're going to fill me on this. The 76ers are the new bombshell that has entered the villa in the LeBron James discussion. Nobody was talking about them 3 days ago as a LeBron James potential suitor, but they get Jaylen Brown. That changes things. Maxey, as you see, has an asterisk next to him. That's a Rich Paul guy. Also, this thing makes a ton of sense when you have Maxey, Edgecombe, Jaylen Brown, and Embiid. The only problem I have is that Embiid, that health. LeBron, do you want to attach your last year or two to Embiid's health? Not sure about that. Golden State, I was a little concerned when I saw them in the corner because they make so much sense, but Rich Paul explained that the corner being outside the inner circle does not mean they're not legitimate contenders, and I think they are. For me, this is the best spot for LeBron. Him and Steph, they love playing with each other. We saw that in the Olympics. They could be real contenders together. Cleveland, of course, is another one here that we're looking at as a storybook ending for LeBron. You go back to Cleveland, you close the chapter. But one thing I was interested in that Rich Paul said was that LeBron was upset about Darius Garland leaving. He likes Darius Garland. Darius Garland, also another Rich Paul guy. But that shows me that there is a little bit of concern about playing with James Harden and also just installing championship culture to that Cavs team. All right, the Dallas Mavericks. He ain't going to Dallas, but this was just so interesting and weird. I don't know why there's oil there, Also, like, Majiri is there, and I get it, he's Nigerian. The whole continent of Africa is just there as part of it. I don't understand exactly what LeBron and Rich Paul were saying here when they have Dallas there. He maybe just likes to golf there. I don't quite get it, but I don't think he'll be there. It was just a bunch of weird words under the Mavs there on the board.
Yeah. Oil, golf, none of those really make sense for what happens on the basketball court. As for Philly, it really feels like they've gotten a lot better this week with the addition of Jaylen Brown. Here is Brown addressing the trade on his Twitch channel last night.
It's a bunch of emotions. I'm still processing everything, so give me some time. But I'm also looking forward to what's to come next. I will say there was definitely a message being sent, and that message was received. I wasn't thrilled with the amount of respect that was shown during this process. You know, I did feel like it was a lack of respect. At one point it was fine, and out of nowhere it just went left. I definitely think there's more to it. I just wish that more to it could have been explained. I just wish that they had the respect to just tell me exactly what it was.
I don't know. I kind of like Jaylen Brown as a streamer. David, what do you make of how this trade transpired for Brown this week?
First of all, nothing makes me feel older than hearing those like Twitch bloops and having no clue what they mean. I have no understanding what's happening. But Jaylen Brown, I get it. I understand. This is the ultimate disrespect. Boston sent him up the street in the division for a bag of potato chips and a draft pick. And they said, we do not believe that you are of consequence when we're trying to make it in the playoffs and go against you. That is disrespectful, on top of the fact that, to his point, they've never quite articulated to anybody why they're moving on. If it's a money thing, just say that. But instead, we have a lot of speculation about smarts and things like that and analytics. And it's really making it seem like they didn't value him. And they're making it seem like the rest of the league didn't value him, when we know about a week ago, they could have gotten Giannis Antetokounmpo for him, which I don't understand. Like, if you were that close to getting Giannis and you feel like there was no value anywhere else, you have to go and get Giannis, and I think that puts everybody in a better situation.
Yeah, and it felt like it happened kind of quickly because they didn't need to do it when they did do it. Philly's odds, by the way, to win the East are now at plus 750, third shortest in the conference. David Dennis Jr., we appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, this just in the Sports Center. Shams Charania is reporting that the Lakers are trading center DeAndre Ayton to the Wizards for Jaden Hardy and 2 second-round picks. Ayton played 1 season in L.A., averaging career lows of 12.5 points and 8 rebounds per game. NBA senior writer Anthony Slater joins us now from the Bay Area. All right, with the Wizards acquiring a new center in Ayton, how does this impact the Warriors in potentially pursuing Anthony Davis?
Yeah, the Wizards are not signaling that 1 + 1 = 2. This does not necessarily to them mean that Davis is now available. You know, Ayton is low risk. He could, he's making $8 million on an expiring deal. He could play next to Davis. He could replace Davis at times if Davis misses time with injuries. So, as far as it goes to the Warriors, this being leverage season, I don't think this helps the Warriors leverage necessarily. The Wizards could easily still keep Davis, which could potentially box the Warriors out of the LeBron James sweepstakes. But the bigger question I have when it comes to Davis and the Wizards is August 6th. That's when he becomes extension eligible. I expect him to have his hand out. Now, Trae Young has been extended. Will the Wizards give Davis a big money extension? And if they don't, what does that mean?
Okay, as for tonight now, the Warriors, they get a look at their first-round pick, Yaxel Lendenborg. He's set to make his Summer League debut. What should we expect from the 23-year-old now that he's joining this Warriors team?